Hey guys, it's Nate, aka TheFutAccountant. Welcome back to the channel. You guys know that one of the things I love most about this game is making coins for myself and for you guys. But with the way things stand right now on the FC26 market, saving coins by selling cards at the right time feels almost just like making coins. When player prices are dropping after you've sold, it's a pretty good feeling. You feel like you've timed the market pretty well. That's what we're talking about today. The inevitable team of the season market crash that is starting to impact this game and this market already. I'm going to show you exactly why player prices are going to get destroyed in the next couple of days and especially in the next couple of weeks. Of course, we've got to talk about the market, but we've also got to talk about what's coming today for content on Sunday because EA is going to try to come after some of our precious fodder with a new icon player pick, new SBCs, and maybe some of our coins with the new Evo. We're going to take a look at all the news and get into today's video, guys. If you're excited for this one, drop a thumbs up on it, hype the video if you can, and subscribe if you are new. Now, let's cover yesterday's Saturday content first, which I'll notify you guys of another set of free packs that are coming out today. Guys, make sure you check the FC Pro objective. If you watched the La Liga FC Pro final yesterday, you got some packs. If you watch the EMLS broadcast today, you will get some packs. And then next weekend, there's some virtual Bundesliga grand finals as well. Just an 85x2 and an 86x2 for watching those games. And then a group reward next week of an 86x3. But that objective is under the FC Pro tab. So watch the EA stream and you'll get some easy packs. Now, yesterday, EA dropped some easy SP as well. They are literally just giving us the end of this season pass, but it makes sense because there's only about 2 weeks left in the season pass, and for guys like me that are still level 25, this is the perfect boost right to level 30. There's 4,800 SP in here for literally just playing 10 games inside of Ultimate Team. Very easy SPEA. Thank you very much. Also, yesterday, we had a brand new Flash Rush event, which, to be completely honest, gives an Evo that most people won't find interesting until you dive into the details. It's called Whip It In. It gives Whipped Pass Plus, as the name would suggest, but the playstyles aren't the best part about this. It gives a 5-star weak foot. It doesn't boost the overall, so if you've already got a player with 8 base playstyles, they won't get any of the playstyles, or if they have 2 playstyle pluses, they won't get the Whipped Pass Plus, but you can give a 5-star weak foot boost here and not give an overall boost to the card, which is very nice. That's probably how I will use that Evo there if I do get this Rush event done in the next couple of days that it is out. Now, speaking of evolutions, we had another Evo yesterday. It's technically a chain Evo. It's called the Bottom Corner, 15,000 coins to get it done. And you can do it twice. This is giving low driven plus, some other shooting play styles, and a decent little shooting boost with some other stats being involved as well, like jumping, heading, and composure are a part of this with pretty high stat caps, 92, 93 in some of those areas. It's actually a pretty solid Evo. Now, I kind of call it a chain Evo, but it does boost the overall of your card, which I think if you're going to Evo an 88 rated player who goes into this, you just have to be a little bit careful because, again, that's going to take them out of the range of other evolutions that they could be fitting in within the next couple of days, especially what we normally call of regular chain Evos that don't boost the overall. But, like, I'm looking at this Dino right here, and I'm very tempted to put Ronaldinho into this to give him the nice shooting boost that he really needs and the low-driven shot plus, which I would like to use on this card personally. But then he goes to an 89 rated, and that would hurt his future Evo ability, at least in the short term. So that's the thing you kind of have to think about with this Evo here. It's 15K. It's okay. It's nothing super fantastic, but it could be decent for chains, especially because it only does give a +1 overall. Now, in the cosmetic section, I do want to point this out because I'm actually going to do this. 25,000 coins to put the Trophy Titans card design on any icon. I don't know if you guys think this looks sick, but I think R9 in this looks pretty dope. I will gladly spend 25,000 coins on that and make my R9 look a lot different than other people's. So yeah, cool. That's a dope looking R9 that we have just spent 25,000 coins on. You know, that's part of the cosmetic Evo content that we got yesterday that I wanted to point out because I thought that R9 looked pretty sick. Now, let's talk about SBCs. We had a showdown, as expected, for the Champions League game, the big Champions League second leg between Atletico Madrid and Barcelona. It is Nico Gonzalez against Gavi. Once again, this has nothing to do with who goes through to the next round, the semifinals of the Champions League. It's all about the outcome of this match. Barca could win 1-0 and not go through to the next round. Gavi would still get a +2. And I think that's the card that a lot of people are backing for this showdown. 4-star, 4-star, pinged and tiki-taka plus, center mid, and cam. Very good stats, a little low in the shooting, right? Free kick accuracy pretty bad as well, but vision, short pass, and long pass are elite. Dribbling is very good. Defending and physical are very good on this Gavi card as well. Play styles as well are pretty great, and he's only about 45,000 coins to complete as an SBC for an 86 and an 87 rated squad with one team of the week. So if you think Barca can come back, this is your SBC to complete. Or if you think Atletico Madrid are going to park the bus and hold strong to a Simeone degree of park the bus that we've never seen before, then this Nico Gonzalez would be the card that you would want to complete, because he could be getting a +2 if they end up winning this game, maybe scoring off a counterattack or something, and then he go to a 90 rated card. Both of these are really cheap. 44,000 coins, nothing crazy there. So if you want to get some skin in the game for that big Champions League match next week, that is there. Now, the other SBC that we had yesterday is Hristo Stoichkov. Aura ++ on that dynamic image. 4-star, 4-star is the glaring issue with this card. You would have loved a 5-star skill or a weak foot, but striker, right wing, left wing, 93 pace, shooting, and dribbling. We saw the leak for this card, and I was interested right away in doing this, and I'm still very interested for the price of this SBC. I know team of the season is upcoming. I should be being careful with my fodder, but only one 89 rated squad, a couple of 88 squads, then an 87 and an 84, and you're done. He's only 173,000 coins, with fodder being as low as it is right now. I think I'm doing this SBC. I know I should save my fodder for TOTS, but like, that's a card that I think I'll even use a couple weeks into team of the season, and then he'll be in my gauntlet squad for a few weeks as well. With stats like that, sure, I wish he had a 5-star weak foot or 5-star skills, but for a price like that, I mean, I tweeted out yesterday right after I saw this card, I was like, I can't pass this up. And of course, I got ratioed in the comments by Donk. No incisive, no 5-5, no anticipate, long ball, quick scope, triple jump, no speed cola, no chug jug. Why are the Fortnite references coming out? Fodder, unfortunately, you can pass it up. No, I can't pass it up because that's a cold dynamic pick. Those are crazy stats, and Stoichkov isn't an icon that I usually get to use. So I am going to get this one done, and I like it. It's a vibes play, and if you don't have a lot of fodder, then maybe don't get it done. But we're going to go for that one. Now, speaking of fodder, I need to get a little bit, and I wanted to open a couple of packs because we didn't stream today, or we won't be streaming today. We didn't stream yesterday. I wanted to rip my 83 14s and my 86 times 2s really quick. Just about as long as it took me to craft these, it'll probably take me to open them and see if we do get who I'm still chasing from this promo team, Little Bro Maldini. And speaking of this promo team, which we're going to talk about in a second, well, actually, we can talk about it now while we're in between these packs. Holy cooked, 67K for Maldini after he was over 100,000 coins yesterday. What a price drop. They dropped the tradable Trophy Titans guarantee packs in the store yesterday, and that is the sole reason why those Trophy Titans got cooked. We tweeted out again yesterday before the content drop. It's the Saturday theme, right? They drop tradable packs in the store, and the current Impacts promo team get absolutely cooked. Now, speaking of this Maldini and the other cards that we're going to look at in a second, do you want to invest in Trophy Titans team number 2, especially in a card like that Maldini? You would think that this would be a very good investment, and maybe other players like the little bro Marcelo would be a good investment for Evos, but I just don't know if they're going to start going up and continue to go up during team of the season, or will they drop first? And speaking of the market, we're going to talk about those things in just a second. Last pack here, 86 by 2. We have not seen a single Trophy Titan yet. I'm standing by this. I said it on Friday. I'm standing by it again today on Sunday. I think that Team 2 pack weight is worse than Team 1. Like, every day I felt like I at least packed a fodder Sol Campbell last week, or somebody that was a little bro icon from the 86 times 2s or the 83 by 14s. And as you saw right there, we just went through all the dailies, those 86 2s and 83 14s, and got absolutely nothing. But speaking of these Trophy Titans cards, they are getting cooked. I mean, Desai was 500K on Friday. Now he's 240. Perez is 380. This dude was 700K to start the day yesterday. Schweinsteiger's dropped off a ton. Baggio's dropped off a ton. Shevchenko's halved in price. Rooney's down 600K. Even look at Cafu, 1.3 mil. It's crazy, the drops that we had on these cards. Now, again, that's because of Weekend League rewards and the tradable star pack. I guess Weekend League rewards are a part of that as well, because that is bringing some tradable supply to the market. But it is the trophy room guarantee pack that cooked prices on Team 1 last week on Saturday, and it's the same thing that happened with team number 2. But again, guys, just to reiterate, I wouldn't invest in any of the little bro icons right now. I would rather wait it out, see what happens with the start of team of the season. And the way that these Evo leaks go, that creates investing in those cards a little bit of a more interesting situation than we originally thought it was going to be in the first place. So I'm going to hold off on investing in those, at least at the moment. Now, speaking of dropping prices, we've been mentioning it, guys, but now it's time to take it serious. If you've got tradable cards in your club, it's about to get bad out there. Let me show you why we need to sell before team of the season actually begins, with Serie A TOTS coming this Friday. That's fun to say. This Friday is team of the season, and we might even have more team of the season content coming before that with team of the season warm-up. Now, this is why the market crashes every year during team of the season. Last year, League One team of the season started on the 25th of April, and I'm only saying that because as we take a look at some of these graphs from last year, you're going to notice that that is when prices, and right before that date of the 25th of April, that is when prices started to get cooked. Take an Immortals icon, for example. This 3 playstyle plus Steven Gerrard was in Immortals team number 1, which would be the equivalent of Trophy Titans team number 1 that was just in packs last week. He was in packs during his time here. He went down, kind of got low in price, and rose up into the second week of Immortals. Again, very similar to Trophy Titans last year in FC25. Once we got to the weekend, where we are right now, the weekend before team of the season, last year in FC25, this Gerrard was about 200,000 coins. By the time we got to the beginning of team of the season on Friday, he was 140,000 coins. And one day later, after team of the season started, 87K. This card lost about 60% of its value in just a week. From this weekend, Friday, April 18th, to this weekend, when team of the season started, he dropped over half in value, and that's not even an expensive card. Now, why did cards like this drop? Why did almost the whole entire market drop on the release of this team of the season? Well, a lot of it has to do with so many of these cards being very meta and very packable. Remember this Rabiot from last year? This card was crazy. The first couple of days that he dropped in the League One team of the season, he was only 40,000 coins during the first weekend, and by the time we got to Monday, 26K. Who needs to buy a 200,000 coin Gerrard when you have a Rabiot like this and 5 other team of the season midfielders that are in packs like this Zakaria, this Andre Santos that was cracked as well? Look at those stats with 3 playstyle pluses, and look at his price, right? That's the big reason that prices drop during team of the season. Team of the season cards are very packable. They're very cheap on the market because of that, and there's good SBCs and Evo content out at the same time. It's just one of those big marquee promos like we see with Black Friday, like we see with Winter Wildcards, and even Team of the Year, that always crashes the market before the promo comes out and after the promo is released. But that's one of the unique things about the team of the season market crash, is that team of the season is super long, right? It's 6-7 weeks long, somewhere in there, and you've got new cards coming out each week, which just makes the whole entire rest of the market continue to drop. Even team of the year cards. Last year, these are team of the year cards from FC25. Take a look at Mo Salah, right? If we go to April 20th, right? That's that same weekend that Gerrard dropped from 200,000 coins down to 150K. This Mo Salah went from 1.9 mil down to 1.3 mil for the start of team of the season. Now, you can see here that he did end up rising back. Now, that's because team of the season Premier League came out. He had a TOTS Prem card, right? He had this 4 playstyle plus card during FC25 TOTS, but this card was still very unique. It was out of packs and it was rare. He rose up a little bit more during that, and then he crashed crazy after that throughout the rest of team of the season. So that's the thing to look at here. He started before TOTS at 1.9 mil, and at the end of team of the season, he was 800K. Those are the sort of price drops that you can see across the whole entire market. It's not just team of the season cards. Team of the year cards. It's not just the icons from the most recent promo of Trophy Titans. It is everything, guys. It's the cheap stuff. It's the expensive stuff. It is time to sell. I know I've said this in the last couple of days of videos, and a lot of you guys have heard me say this. You're like, Nate, why are you talking about this so intently today? Because it's that big of a deal. Like, even this card, oh my goodness. Okay, there's still going to be some flips and some trades that you would actually be able to do. Like, I actually believe this Joao Neves is being undercut because he's a coin transfer card, and I'm going to go buy this because I think in the next 10 hours from me posting this video, I'll still be able to sell him for like 700. See, look, they're gone. I would still be able to sell him for like 700K and make a couple thousand coins from that flip right there. But all of these cards are sells, because if you can sell a card like this McKennie right now for 210, and then during Serie A team of the season, whether he gets a card or not, this card's probably going to be like 150 or maybe even lower than that in the next couple of weeks. Why would you not take that opportunity to sell those cards? We looked at Adeyemi in yesterday's video, right? He's 395K, hasn't dropped too much. That's the good thing. If you haven't sold your cards yet, player prices really haven't dropped a ton yet. There is still time to sell, but I think that time is coming soon where we're going to see prices start to drop. More team of the season leaks are going to start to get released. We're going to take a look at the very first and very obvious team of the season leak that we have. So that's going to be incoming soon. But also we might have TOTS warm up, and that might start as early as tomorrow on Monday. So cards like this Mickey Van de Ven, I would sell him. That's actually kind of down for him. He's 955,000 coins. He was over 1 million on Friday. This Hazard, who I traded with on the weekend, that'd be a card that I would sell as well. Guys, I would literally say sell everything that is a meta card that you're using in your team. Some fodder investments, I think we can hold on to, but I would basically sell everything else, because again, the TOTS hype is just going to continue to build, especially after Weekend League, and that's one of the reasons the market drops off as well. People are hyped for TOTS, so they just don't buy anything. They sell, and there's no buyers. That's what makes the steep declines in the market, because there's people trying to sell and get their cards out when nobody wants to buy because they know what's upcoming, the big promo team of the season, and that's when you're going to start to see the big crashes. So probably some price drops today on Sunday, but especially Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday into TOTS this week, we're going to see some more of those price crashes. And here's the obvious team of the season leak, right? Lionel Messi is in Ultimate Team as a MLS TOTS, probably going to be in Ultimate TOTS as well at the end of the promo. This is treated by Foot Police, and that's why I'm saying I think there's more leaks to come, especially with Serie A being a big question mark. We did not vote on Serie A. We only have voted on Premier League so far. So how many players are going to be in these leagues of team of the season for MLS, for Eredivisie, and for rest of Europe? How many players are going to be in the Serie A team of the season? All these sorts of questions. Are they going to be 4 play style pluses or just 3? I'm guessing 3. That's my guess, but we're probably going to be learning some of that here in the next couple of days, and that's just going to drive the panic on the market with these leaks. So watch out for tweets from the leakers. I know we were talking about leakers a lot yesterday, about players that are going to be in team the season for the next Friday. Now, let's kind of bring it back in and talk about content today on Sunday after all that market discussion. By the way, if you have any market questions, who to buy, who to sell, drop them down below in the comments. I'm not going to be trading as much, speaking of a what to buy sort of situation. I've done a lot of trading in the past couple of days. We've got our highest coin balance we've seen so far this year. Going to be sitting on that for a bit. Maybe doing a couple of quick flips here or there, but definitely not investing and holding anything right now unless it's fodder or inform. So that's my general answer for what to invest in right now. It's probably one of those times to sit back and play it safe while a lot of prices drop. Now let's look at today's content coming on Sunday. Of course, now with the way these leakers are leaking evolutions, we have this schedule and we have this tweet with the next 5 days or so of evos. Actually, it gets us just 3 days of evos that are going to be coming out. Today on Sunday, the leakers are saying it's not a very exciting evo. A max 87, all positions, chain evolution according to Foot Police. So something that hopefully doesn't boost the overall. I mean, if it's max 87, it's going to be free. And hopefully this is the last max 87 Evo that we have. On Monday, tomorrow, we've got a CDM CM evolution that gives Intercept and Anticipate Plus. That's pretty good. And we've also got a right back evolution, allegedly, coming on Monday or Tuesday as well in this next week. So that's one of the things that some of you guys mentioned in yesterday's video in the comments, like, is a good thing about the Evo schedule being released is that you can plan. And I think that's a definite positive too, because usually you can't plan out content more than a day ahead. Like, think about, oh, this card's going to get an Evo, right? And actually know that it's coming. That is the one positive of this, but still, all the things that we talked about in yesterday's video is still frustrating for me in terms of the way leakers control so much of not only the market, but the expectations on this game for the content that we're going to get, and just kind of the up and down rigmarole of that, if you will. Now, I digress. That's today's Evo content discussion there. Also for SBCs, we're expecting a player SBC, so we can cross off Beckham, Cafu, Stoichkov from the list so far. I think if I'm going to guess on SBCs again today, we kind of guessed correctly. A Showdown and Stoichkov yesterday. I'm going to guess Madueke Diamande today. I think the Showdowns will continue because that Champions League game is on Wednesday. And then I'm also going to guess Milito is today. It's probably between Makalele and Milito for what player SBC we do get today alongside the Showdown, but I would imagine it is the Showdown SBC today plus one other one. So Arsenal fans, after yesterday's game, need to pick me up. This Madueke card could be that card for you, as he most likely would get upgraded, you would imagine, versus the Sporting in the game coming up this week. So maybe that Showdown today, maybe another player SBC today. But speaking of player SBCs, or SBCs in general, we've got a new icon pick that's probably coming today. And I'm not saying this because I think we're going to be excited about it and want to do it. I'm saying it because EA is probably going to add FUT birthdays, because that's what they've been doing, right? The latest icon pick, the latest hero pack that we had. Sorry, icon pack and hero pack, both. They had future star or FUT birthdays added to them. Future stars are the most recent ones in this player pick right now, but I think they're going to add FUT birthdays to this. And sure, FUT birthdays, Zlatan, Batistuta, Toni Kroos, a lot of options in there. But again, fodder is precious at the moment, and spending it on an icon pick would be fun, but is it really the smartest move when the icon pick that drops today will be out once team of the season is out? Kind of like we talked about with Beckham. Might be easier to get the icon pick done once team of the season comes out, and that might be a reason to not do the Beckham SBC right now and to wait, or to not do the icon player pick that comes out today and to wait until we see all of the fodder that we get and all the packs that we get and all of our pulls for the big promo of team of the season that is coming up this Friday. So that's my situations, or my train of thought, I guess you could say. My train of thought is running out at the moment by the way that I'm speaking. But that's what I'm thinking for today's content for Sunday with those Evos, with those SBCs. But guys, that's going to be the video for me today. We won't be streaming, as I mentioned, but I will be very curious to see what this Evo content is for a chain. And I'll be very curious to see what other leaks get released, because I'm watching this market close. And once again, guys, if you have any questions about the market, players you maybe want to buy or sell, drop them down below in the comments. Like, Nate, surely some of these cards like this Javi Simon is not going to drop that much, right? These cards get upgraded. They're going to tank. They are going to tank. They will be good investments at the end of this month, because they do get a third place style plus, and there will be some hype with that. But most of these cards are going to drop. Even some like Evo investments, I think, might drop as well. But drop those comments down below and we'll get to some of those. And I will see you guys in a video tomorrow. Have a great Sunday. And Spurs, please, 3 points today, man. Please, 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 please. Love you guys. I'll see you in a video tomorrow. It's been TheFutAccountant. See you there. Peace out.